Hey everybody, here is the plot diagram tutorial video. I think that this one is easier than the other two. I think it's much more straightforward. But here we go. I've already included some modeling for you. I put in the numbers here 1, 2, 3 through 14 because there are 12 chapters, right? So if this is 1 and this is 2, then these are the 12 chapters, the rising action. And then so 15 and 16 will start here, and you just write that into the key right here. So number 1, instead of saying first, I hope that this coordinates better. Our key, number 1, setting, Alice finds herself in Wonderland. Alice finds herself bored, follows a rabbit, and falls down the rabbit hole for about 2/3 of the chapter. So there are two settings there. There's the setting to the book, Wonderland, and then there's the setting of the chapter, which maybe I should have put in number 3 here, right? The first rising action of the book. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, number 2, I'm going to leave to you, and I left it blank purposely because I don't know how clear the answer is, and I don't want to give it away without you guys thinking about it first. But given that Alice finds herself in Wonderland, she doesn't know it's Wonderland yet. But we do because it's in the title. Given that Alice is in Wonderland, what do you think the main conflict is? And so see if you can come up with that, right? And then there are a whole bunch of what are called rising actions, little plot points, kind of smaller conflicts that prevent Alice from simply just solving the main problem, okay? So like she finds herself in a situation, she needs to get over the situation, but this happens then, this happens then, this happens then, this happens, right? And so it prevents her from just like getting over the main conflict or addressing it directly. Okay, and that's called rising action. Those little plot points that get in the way of the main conflict. So that's why there's a big gap between main conflict and then overcoming the main conflict, or the climax getting over the main conflict. Okay, and then 14, yeah, okay, so 3 through 14, and then 15, 16 are right here. And then your job as the plot diagram person mostly is to summarize, just a gist summary like I did right here. Number 3 is a really good example. So the very first chapter, even though it's plot point number 3, it's the first chapter. Alice is bored, sees a white rabbit, chases it, falls into Wonderland. Pretty straightforward, right? Real easy plot point. Okay, and once she finds herself here in chapter 2, I need to write that, chapter gist summary, chapter 2 gist summary. What happens in chapter 2? What prevents her from simply overcoming her problem? And you just go on and on like that until you get to the main climax. And then you'll be able to take that note in here once you finish the book. And you'll also be able to say basically what lessons and how Alice's life changed having overcome the conflict. How did her life improve? What did she learn physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, culturally? Like, how did her life improve? Or maybe it didn't. Maybe this is a lesson for the reader and not for the character. Okay, at any rate, I hope that's pretty straightforward, right? You just match the numbers here. You write in the main conflict once you figure it out. It's okay if it takes a few chapters. It's okay if it takes group work. A little collaboration, asking your peers, hey, what do you think is going on here? That's okay, that's good. And then 3 through 14 are the rising action, like specifically what plot points come up in each chapter. 1 or 2 sentences, that's fine. And then like solving the big thing, and then like how did her life change? Okay, the falling action, the resolution. That's it. That's it for the plot diagram. You don't have to write anything up here. You just have to write in the key. All right, and then the key correlates with the numbers here. If there are any questions, please let me know.